Alright, we are on Jalranet. And on the bottom left side, we have Flame of the West playing as Lothorian. On the upper right side, we have W playing as Mordor. Let's see how this match goes. I'm hoping for some late game action because I really enjoy the interaction, specifically on the Mordor-Lorien matchup. I think it's a little bit refreshing because of the power that both of these factions can kind of go into for the late game component. Just the dynamic of the spell book, the dynamic of the heroes and the units, and just what they have between the other is just very interesting. But as you can see, W's dropping a 2-farm start into 2 strongholds. Very good. He's going to get that spam value out the gate. And Flame is going for... He did a fast Rax here, actually. So he did 1 Nifredal Bloom and a Garrison, and immediately jumps for the Tower Wraith to get the harass on W. Yeah, W versus Lena win. True. Alright, so we now see the Orc Warrior coming into production from both strongholds. And I imagine we're going to see 2 farms, 1 here, 1 there. Cool. Now, what did they do for the spell book? So Mordor is clearly gone for Drakkar Zakir. Again, a very dominant tier 1 pick because it leads to the he is gathering all evil to him summon, and that gives you such a power spike. And Flame here has gone for the Elven Horn, so he wants to get that additional damage in early. Okay. Is he going to push on this stronghold? I wonder if he's going to just try and secure that kill. Nope. Okay, he's trying to see what... Oh, he's duking. He's juking... He's juking... he's backing away entirely. Okay, he doesn't want to deal with the Drakkar Zakir. He knows at the value that they would just drop on his Tower Wraith would just nullify the Horn value, so he's not trying to do that. Ah, okay, I was wrong. He was just waiting for the second Tower Wraith Battalion to kind of help clean up the spam presence. He wanted to hit both Tower Wraiths with Horn. Very cool. And we see the other battalion going over here. I wonder if he's going to get a very nice tight clump on the stronghold, or if he's going to go for the slave farm. It looks like he's going for the slave farm. Yep. Very nice tight clump right there. Very nice. And we have a Lorien Archer Battalion trying to defend the Nifredal Bloom, the first one. And in addition, we have another Nifredal Bloom being dropped. You may have one over here. He gets the slave farm there. He's still cleaning up house with his Tower Wraith Battalion. Now, it would be cool to see him get out and just save that battalion, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. He's definitely not. And we see him just kind of chilling off onto the side here with that, so maybe he's going to end up getting it, maybe not. And we see an additional Tower Wraith Battalion coming into the mix. So Flame's really just keeping up the pressure with the early swordsman. That's very viable here. Okay, now he's getting the pikes into the mix. I think he's. I think at this point of the game, he's expecting a Nazgul to come in, just because of how affordable they are with the Orc Warrior cost of 70. It's not a bad thought process at all. It's usually pretty accurate. And he does save this battalion of Tower Wraith actually, so we're gonna see how it goes. But ooh, W happens to get the XD on Flame's builder there. Unlucky. Okay, so Flame loses an early builder, but he has 2 Tower Wraith and a Lorien Archer unit here as well. Havoc, this is W and Flame of the West. Flame is playing Lorien and W is playing a Mordor. And it looks like Flame is going to creep the Warglare here with the pikes. On this map specifically, it's actually the Lossoth Hunter unit. That is the in unit for both evil and good. And Flame over here actually making a green pasture for the Riders of the Ninth support. Very cool. So they're going to help clean up the spam front of it all. But the Orc Archers here do happen to get the Tower Wraith Battalion. And over here we see Flame is trying to hold back the Mordor spam. The Lorien Archer Battalion definitely paying dividends for him with the tower weight support. But let's see if he is able to get... Yeah, he's going to clump on this slave farm. Very nice. He creeps that, but we're also seeing W over here in the base, under fire, rather. I think there's a Nifredel Bloom tree here, but Flame might have lost it. The first Riders of the Ninth have hit the field at this time. Very nice trample opportunity. Very cool. Yep. Okay, so he's putting a Nifredel Bloom over there in the corner that we just saw by the inn. And again, the nice combo of the tower with the Lorien Archer pairing for harass. Just giving Flame a lot of flexibility, trying to secure the kill on the slave farm, but also to defend the battalion against the basic orc spam. And honestly, the Trackers of Kareth Ungol are really paying W a lot of value here. And he actually backs out from that engagement. So if we go back down to the center, we are going to see a Pike Archer pairing, and maybe... Okay, I thought he was going to try and keep the pikes in the tree just in case a Nazgul did hit the field. And now we see the Riders of the Ninth. Cool. Okay, good trample opportunity on the Orc Archer, but they did slow down so they didn't get the full trample. And Pike Archer gameplay, very nice. Porcupine use, okay. And again, Flame pushing on multiple fronts here while W is trying to keep up with everything. But we do see Flame has picked up Rumil, very standard first hero pick for Lothlorien, especially during the period of hero management, but also your standard archer support in the early game. Orc Archers trying to fight off the Riders of the Night. They're going to back out to just make sure he keeps the battalion. And now we have a Mountain Troll on the field as well from W at this time, but the Pike Archer combo allowing for a very effective counter. And as we can see, Rumil on the field, so he's being able to comfortably push back on trolls and pikes. Okay, let's just take a look here. 525 CP for Lothlorien and 475 for Mordor. We do see W's actually diverted from a tier 2. He's gone straight for the Horn buff. Interesting decision in this matchup particularly, but I can see where the thought process was. And he actually buffs the Orc Archer Battalion over here with the Horn just to shoot down the Pike Archer. And yeah, okay, so Rumil still cleaning things up. W has a few different... W's kind of clumping right here, not sure. We don't usually see that from him. Alright, let's just check back in Lothlorien's base. So he's expanding again. He's kind of recovering a little bit from the harass. We're probably going to see... Is this a second garrison he wants to put down? Let's see. Okay, Lothlorien backs out here. 2 Riders of the 9th Battalion on the field. That's enough for a good trample opportunity where it counts. He's not really going to be too impacted by the deceleration. Oh, okay. W's picked up Gorbag here. So now that Gorbag is out relatively early, Flame is going to have to really watch out for any of his heroes, such as Rumil and Haldir. That's going to be quite hurtful in the long run. But as you can see, W has a pretty lethal force, I would say, here. Do you keep Cav and aggressive or not worth? When I'm harassing farms, I would definitely keep it aggressive, but it looks like Flame has actually scored a kill on W's builder. Very cool. So yeah, if you're harassing farms, keep them on aggressive. If you just roaming, keep them neutral. W trying to kind of figure out what to do here in between the central push and the side pushes that Flame of the West is pulling on him. So 650 CP right now for both parties, but 12 in the bank here for Lothlorien, and they have just actually gone for Gifts of Lorien, using it on Rumil. Now he's going to have that 75% slow value on the targeted hero. So again, great value so far, the Riders of the 9th here for Flame of the West. And okay, so this looks to be actually a storehouse purchase, and Flame is going for early Elven armor here. So we don't really see a lot of people do this, but I know Flame really enjoys putting the heavy armor down on his tier 1 units when he is playing Lothlorien, just to kind of extend the lifespan that we normally wouldn't see otherwise, but they can really help you stay in the game for a longer period if you get it done just right. And he is focusing the Trackers of Kareth Ungol, I believe, with the Lorien archers in the back here. But what do we see here? Just regular patrols. Never mind. Okay, Mordor has just actually pulled out that first Nazgul, so Flame has to be careful on that. But I think W might be pushing and cleaning up the pikes just to prepare for the Nazgul. But right here is going to be nasty if the Nazgul can get trampled off. Okay, sword unit over there. Nazgul coming on in. Flame is... Ooh, that's a tight clump here for the Nazgul. Level 2. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so... Ooh, level 3 already. Wow. Level 4 Archer Battalion. Okay. Very cool. Okay, again, great value. Great control of the Riders of the Ninth. Very nice. And he happens to have 10 points in the bank again, but the Nazgul is still reigning supreme here. Level 4. Lothlorien does not have any pikes on the table except for right here. So, ooh, but the Nazgul is now slowed down by Rumo. Kind of funny, but that deceleration really does take a minute to kick in, actually. Okay, so that deceleration factor on the 10-second slow took about 3 seconds to really kick in for Rumo on the mounted hero. Not the best thing. I think 10 seconds might be something that is a little too short, especially against mounted heroes when you're trying to bop it. And it looks like W over here pushing on Flame's base again with pike sword combo. 6 points in the bank here for Mordor. And let's see, the Nazgul is still good. He's still alive. We do see, I think this is a fresh troll cage. He definitely may have just gone in for the troll support. I don't think we've seen a troll yet. Maybe. I could be mistaken for sure. Could be one of those days. But I don't think we've seen a troll yet. Riders of the Ninth coming in for a very fresh trample. Cool, cool, cool. What would have been huge here, actually, if Flame did it, was volley right at this moment, just to help clear up the deceleration opportunity on his cavalry. But as you can see, they have heavy armor. And this is a very nice play by Flame, because it's going to allow his tier 1 cavalry to really survive longer. Alright, now Flame does have the Eagles. He's gone straight for tier 3. Gorbek is actually, I think, was it auto-casted? The auto-cast that dropkick? And we see the Nazgul is now level 5. The Tower Wraith and the Pike are pushing back on this harass unit W's. Yep, Rumo's here. Looks like the Eagles are trying to push back on W's area. He's probably going to try to take out some of these strongholds real quick. Maybe, maybe not. But the Eagles are going to drop to the Orc Archers relatively with ease in the event that W is able to do so. If we take a look at the damage here, they got the forward bonus active, so it's going to be even more tight. And he happens to get what looks to be this level 3 farm. And we may see a stronghold kill or another farm kill. Okay. Again, he's gathering all evil to him. Cavalry summon drops right here. Flame's going to be in trouble because there's 0 pikes. Maybe Rumo's going to die. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think there's an opportunity here for W to execute Rumo. Over here, though, we see the Eagle still on the air. But yeah, looks like Rumo's definitely going down. I don't see a way that he gets out of this. Okay. Yeah, Rumo dies. W gets the kill. But Haldir's just hit the field for Lothlorien now. And as long as W still has Mordor out in the open, not Mordor, still has Gorbag out in the open, it's pretty okay. But again, great value here for the cavalry summon. Just look at the no pikes on the field, free reign. And he's just definitely going to be harassing at this point. Let's take a look back at the base. So Pike's harassing that farm, but then we see Flame of the West grabbing the farm over here with the sword pike combo. Very cool. And W chilling over here with a few broken battalions of Orc Archers, actually. It would have been huge if he could have gotten some banner upgrade at that point. The Lantern Stun goes off from the cavalry, but then we see the Orc Warrior Battalion here managing this Malone tree. And Nazgul as well going in for the harass on the Nifredel Blooms. But looking back at Mordor's base, we happen to see the sword pike combo again with Mouth of Sauron actually on the field. So right now Flame is feeding Mouth of Sauron. Not the best decision because he gets a very lethal kit, especially for Mordor. And we see the Lower Linde moving around to build. And Gorbag is actually level 4 now, but yeah, dropkick is on autocast. Not sure if I'd do that. As tempting as it is to kind of like autocast everything on Gorbag, you may not want to do that. Yeah, so pikes with heavy armor, very cool stuff. Easy to harass, hard to kill if you're the person trying to stop it. And the heavy armor has just been applied to the cavalry again. 775 CP for Lothlorien and 450 now for W. But let's see how W kind of tries to work around this. Now, Flame did just get another main farm, so W's down to 350 CP, and Flame doing a really great job again with pulling the troops back when they're about to get low. Riders of the Ninth comfortably leveling, getting a clean trample. Mouth of Sauron, once again, being on the field, very important here for Flame to try and manage him early. W again, another builder out the gate because he lost his. Orc Archer value, 2 groups, cool. Now, we do see a secondary garrison by now for Flame of the West, but he has one at level 2, almost level 3, and another one just freshly placed because you can tell by the level kind of. That's probably not where it's placed is probably not going to give him any decent opportunity to actually level it by default, but. Nazgul coming in here to trample, get a little bit of experience, but again, he's hitting on the right-hand side, heavy armor troops. And Haldir is level 1, but he does have Gifts of Lorien applied to him, so at level 6 he's going to have immunity. I think it's resistance. Resistance to knockback and trample on the active effect is the Gifts of Lorien bonus. But I don't think Flame's going to get this slave farm, unfortunately. He may have risked a little too much here.
Sylvan sentries, here at your order. Lorien archers, ready for battle.
Ooh, Nazgul chilling. Level 6 Nazgul, okay. Now, I would like to see the Sanctum. I think if Flame had gone for the Sanctum by now, or maybe the Mirror Galadriel, just kind of working on that transitional period for the faction, that'd be kind of interesting. But again, W losing just about all of his main farms he originally put down, except for this and this one. These two have not been lost. But Riders of the Ninth giving Flame tremendous value again. We don't really see that too often because a lot of people usually skip them. Now, what would help Flame a lot is if he actually did like a Talon right here, because then he could have border fences as a statue and just like stealth it up. Ooh. Yeah, Mouth of Sauron, Gorbag going back. Okay. Just take a look at the PowerPoint situation of both parties. Mordor's actually diverted for their tier 1, so maybe he's pushing for Slaves of Nirn value. I could see that. Because Cracks of Doom leads to Slaves of Nirn. The Nazgul dismounted now, very good control there by W. He's going to end up trying to just manage the heavy armor pikes, but as you can see, they take a few hits from the Nazgul to really be taken out. I think it's at least 2 from this Nazgul at level 6. And Flame backing out from the Cracks of Doom positioning. W's trying to put him in. Okay, Gorbag again with the dropkick, but that's the one thing you don't really want to do is just leave on autocast, because then it goes on units instead of a hero like Haldir. Haldir's actually only level 2 because Rumil not being on the field definitely slows his experience down, but Flame has Waters and Immerdale now for the global economy bump with 10%. So this is when you see Lothlorien get a little bit comfortable. And whether or not... Lothlorien at that point with Waters and Immerdale really depends how they play it. Because the global economy bonus of 10% is quite good. It allows them to get the opportunities that they need. We do see Mouth of Sauron again sitting inside all the Lorien troops. Gorbag has just bled out Rumil. And Mouth of Sauron has been slowed by Rumil, but it's not going to be that tight. We do see Gorbag try and chase Rumil, but Rumil's backing out instead. Ooh, that bleed damage is kind of nasty. Ooh, is he trying to get the hero with the Cav summon? Ooh. Oh wait, no, I think No, okay, so Rumo almost dies from the I'll bleed you. Okay, hold on. Is he gonna die here? Ooh, I have to. Okay, yeah. So look. Ooh, wait. Okay, nope. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so W here goes for Slaves of Nern, indeed, yeah. So it looks like Rumo doesn't die there, so I'm just gonna go pan around the map, see what W's up to. A few different battalions here trying to harass Flame again. Keep it with the sword pike combo, very strong against Mordor, very strong against the standard faction. But Rumo level 5, almost dead from the Gorbag, I'll bleed you. And now W has popped Slaves of Nern. We see the Nazgul back at the base, but W also has a drum patrol on the field for the statue benefit and the terror ability. And we happen to see the Horizon Raiders kind of just run around the map still, almost expired. And W expanding rapidly. Oh, look, we have a forward tower, y'all. Look at that. Forward tower meta coming right back into it, okay? Definitely, Thea. Yeah. Definitely a Mordor mistake with that. Oh, wait, but Flame's going to end up getting this builder because it's just inside the units attacking the farm here. Gorbag's dropkick has gone off again on units because it's just being auto-casted. And as we can see, Flame trying to continue to manage the forward farms. And he's going back in with my favorite combo, the Path Stalkers and Tier 1 Pike. Ambassador has just been popped for Mouth of Sauron as well at this time. So what we're going to see is the 100% armor buff kicking in indeed. But the drum patrol value that Mordor can get. Ooh, he used Dark Sorcery. I believe it's called Dark Sorcery. On the Orc Archer Battalion. Very cool. Again, great value on the Nazgul trampling from W. And if we take a look back at the base of W, Flame is continuing just to harass the economy with 2 troops max per control group. That's exactly what you want to do. This garrison is level 3, so the one thing Flame needs to kind of make sure now is make sure that Mordor does not yeet the garrison out of its existence. Oh, wait. What happened here? I just heard Orphan, so that means Rumo's dying? Okay, so again, the Eagle summons back here for Flame, and he's trying to take out that slave farm that happens to have slaves of Nern on. It's going to be a pretty big loss. So Gorbag died. Nope, Gorbag is getting out. Okay, he's just screaming. Mouth of Sauron still chilling. Okay. So yeah, Flame does counter the slave farm with slaves of Nern. Very cool. But I think Rumel died for Lothorian, and Haldir lived. Now Flame of the West here has Idril. Where's that orc screaming sound? I mean, Gorbag didn't die. He's still breathing. Great value out of the Eagles again, though, from Flame. That really shows you the strength of the power. Very nice. Just constantly taking out the farms every single time, creating a headache for the player. Now, Flame has gone for Aya Rendiel. This is a great weather power, great debuff element for Lothorian. It's a map-wide slow on enemy heroes and armor. And it looks like he has just applied the Gifts of Lorien buff to Idril, which gives her the additional radius on Cleansed Shadow for the heal and fear/terror resistance element. Very cool. Ooh, but I want to see him do Fluid Strike. If he can do it, I want to see Fluid Strike on that Orc Archer clump, because that's going to be nasty. Oh, he's backing out. Okay, he doesn't want to stay and hang around. I get it. So W happens to save these 2 lumber mills. Okay.
Take up your spears, sentries.
The March Wardens will heed their lord's call.
Okay, now we do see a Talon back here in the Lorien base on the storehouse and the 2 Nephidel Blooms. Very cool. We don't see anything purchased, though, so it'd be nice to see the research of Nephidel Bloom for the additional 10% passive. But we do see March Wardens with heavy armor. Very cool. I would like to see these boys in melee. Maybe you'll see that. Why is there a builder here? Okay, so he's, again, trying to focus down the trackers of Kirth Ungol. He is focusing still with Tarwaith Harass. Riders of the Night, again, a very clean trample on the Orc Archer clump. Blah. Can't talk right now. It's a very fast-paced game. Haldir level 5. He's almost got his Captain of the Galadriel bonus. Very nice. Another forward tower being dropped down here by W. Cool, cool.
Take up your spears, sentries.
Now it looks like... Ooh, wait a second. Shelob drop? Ooh, what value is W gonna get him? Shelob, hold up. Okay, is he gonna sting? Ooh, Haldir dies by Shelob? Nasty. Nasty, nasty. Okay. Very nice stinger value there from W. And Idriel under fire from the Spiderlings and Shelob. She doesn't have her heal yet, so she can't really save herself, but the Spiderlings are most likely going to chase her. Nope. Oh, and Shelob's going to do it. Oh, Shelob gets the kill. So she kills Haldir and Idriel. That's nasty. Drum Troll with the terror effect goes down. Dies after the terror effect. Okay. Flame again with the Harassment Tower Weight unit. Taking out the Economy. Level 5 battalion now. Riders again sniping another builder. 3 battalions of riders though. Very nice. We see a harass group over here by W. What's happening in the center lane? We just kind of see Mordor kind of gathering in the center here with the Mouth of Sauron and Black Uruks. Shelob damage is nuts. Yeah, it's. I mean, if you can micro her well, you're good. But like, there's a way to work around Shelob, and that's kind of just kiting her. Mouth of Sauron's Ambassador ability, though, allowing him just kind of get that successful exit with the mount. Very clean. Cool, cool. Now again, Flame has Iorendo, but he hasn't used it yet. But we're gonna see the cavalry summon coming in now. Ooh. And we see Iorendo. Very nice value here. Using it to trap the cavalry summon. Saving his March Wardens. Very, very cool. Okay, let's see what's happening down here. Riders of the Knights running through, trampling. Cool, cool. Now, 1,000 CP for Lothlorien, but 675 here for Mordor. And Mordor almost has Slays of Nurn back off cooldown. Now, Gorbek and Mouth of Sauron are slowed by the Iorendo debuff. That is about a 20% slow. Yeah, 20%. So again, Flame did a great job here, really saving these battalions with the heavy armor buff, heavy armor on them. Definitely wanted to keep those bad boys alive. Mouth of Sauron, level 7 actually. We don't really see a high level Mouth of Sauron too often, but now he has the heal and the hero refresh ability. Very cool. March Wardens trying to pew down. Oh, they have Malorn bows now too. Very cool. Okay, again, he's backing away from the situation on multiple fronts. Mordor, 6 points in the bank. 2 tier 1s accessible, not on cooldown. And he's going to get the kill on the slave farm there. Nice, nice. Troll gameplay coming in here for W to push back on Neverdahl Blooms in the base. And Haldir in melee back in the base. Looks like he was just revived. Ooh. I really want to know what Mordor is going to continue to do here. I believe the Nazgul is still on the field. Right, it didn't die. Gorbag's here. Maybe the Nazgul did die. Not sure when it died. Interesting. Okay. So Mouth of Sauron and Gorbag hanging in there for Mordor. Level 3 Neferda Bloom under attack by the Orc Archers, but it has the defensive tower, so Flame's going to be quite fine on that. Again, Flame's pushing back the farm expansion on the sidelines here with the Riders of the Ninth. Very good. Cracks of Doom to slow down the units slightly. Haldir kind of rolling into Mordor's base. Oh, wait, but he's going to get the troll kill. Very cool. So he's almost level 5, but because he hasn't been next to Rumo sniping like usual, his level 6 is actually going to be delayed quite well. If he doesn't have Rumo or Orphan by his side, it does take some time to level unless you have the Galadriel hero bonus for experience, which is about 50%, I believe. So, like, she has a ton of value in that department. But now he's got the Sanctum out because I see the upgrade. He has definitely applied long memory. He's got the Handmaiden coming out into the field. Very cool. And he also has the Mirror going for him, too. So he's transitioning over to the Mirror and the Sanctum. He's purchasing the things that will be armor upgrade. 25% armor bonus on all Malorns. Very cool stuff. But the Nazgul is actually on the field, level 6. I don't know if it was just revived. It may have been. I didn't see it for a while. But W kind of chilling in the center here. I think he's giving Lothorian a little too much space to breathe. Yeah, this is exactly what you like to see. A Handmaiden paired with the harass groups. Just for that passive damage stacking effect of up to 20%. Again, great kiting here of the Nazgul from the Riders of the Ninth, really distracting Mordor. 10 points in the bank as well for Mordor. And okay, so he is purchasing 10 burst bows, but he has also bought the Nephrodel Bloom upgrade. Very nice. So if he could micro the Talon to attack the Nazgul, that'd be pretty big for him right now. Let's see. Lothorian is pulling back to his own base at this time because he needs to deal with this harass group slightly, but he could easily do it. And it looks like he actually has March Warden Garrison purchased, which is interesting. We don't really see that. And in addition, he has another Talon in the back of Lothorian's base over here. So very cool stuff. And another Nephrodel Bloom. So I think what W really needs right now is just Siege. We do see he's got the Morgul Fortress upgrade. And he's got Slaves Unearned on the back end slave farm. Very cool. Okay, nope, that's not Shagrat, just Black Urks. Dying to the defensive towers on the Nephrodel Bloom. And again, W just expanding into Flames territory very unironically. Orc Archers with Drummer Troll support. Oh man, this is huge modifier boosting for the Orc Archers. You got the Drummer Troll, you got Orc Horn, you have the Horde bonus eventually when it kicks in. That's crazy. And a lot of Lothorian's group here is kind of being split up, but as you can see, the Drummer Troll's Terror was not really effective here, since Flame had the long memory upgrade for the Terror Resistance. A very good play there. And we see Flame is on his way to a tier 4, but we also see he's got the Eagles off cooldown. And he's at 1,000. But the Eagles have just come back down. They just dropped here. And W's really having to work around what's going on here. He does happen to have Gothmog on the field. We see Mouth of Sauron additionally getting sniped by the March Wardens. Very cool. And the Handmaiden in addition is harassing Mouth of Sauron. Ooh, okay, so he's not going to snipe Mouth of Sauron, it looks like, unless he's trying to go for him with the Eagle. Nope, it looks like Mouth of Sauron's going to comfortably get out, but Flame, again, working on the harass. W's siege work is definitely coming in a little too late here. Yeah, okay. But as you can see, what Flame did in this match was the early heavy armor for his Lothorian gameplay. It's something that he really likes to do, and we've seen it work to great effect here. And again, he's just sniping more builders. More structures getting taken out, indeed. W working around what's going on here with the options on the table. 27 points in the bank, though, for Lothorian versus Mordor's 15. Eagles are still roaming around for a little bit of time, but that's going to expire. Let's see if Flame switches these bad boys to melee at all. Would be cool to see. Maybe he's going to keep them at range just for all the Orc Archers. Yeah, I could see that. And now he's pushing. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, cast down walls on the Orc Archers. Okay. Alright, now what we see here is the Haradrim Raider summon trying to push down on the March Warden play. And Aya Arendio again going off just to stun the Haradrim Raiders even better mid-trample. And now Flame's going to have the opportunity to effectively counter that Cavalry summon. We are seeing... Ooh, he used Lieutenant Baradur. Okay, Haldur's just used Captain of the Galadrim. Very nice. So even more so, he's going to have that resistance to knock back and trample because he's got Gifts of Lorien applied on Haldur. And looks like W calls it GG. What a great game between these two guys. Very different Lothlorien and a nice Mordor gameplay.